Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy. Where you at? Yeah, been here rapping boys. I ain't telling baby. I'm the hardest nigga. I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas put another fight on the table. Calling that boxer since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gas. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take a hit out to Toka 2. Slipping hella shots. Feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock by my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out, man, chat real shit. That's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pan. Strap on my side, I ain't talking about no sin. Bruce pass me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Hey, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be in your area, man. Thank you for stopping in. You got Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. And we're doing it over here on YouTube and on Facebook tonight, and I think we're on Twitter too, man. And I'm honored. I'm honored tonight to have. Let me turn this music down a little bit. I don't want to drown him out here, man, because I have the son of I'm gonna say boxing royalty here, man. You know, he's it was a little while ago, but I saw one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight history, man. I saw Lennox Lewis, who was killing it, bro. Lennox Lewis was I believe it was the WBC, the IBF, the IBO possibly, and he was not cold. But anyway, man, you know, without any going any further, man, I want to bring this brother up here, man. His name is Sharif Rahman. He's the son of the legendary Hasim Rahman. And if you don't know who Hasim is, man, you don't know boxing. But anyway, man, they call him C3.
Yo, what's up, champ? How you feeling?
What's up, my brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate you having me.
Oh, bro, you know, it really is an honor because, you know, I remember watching your dad back in the day. And, I mean, the night that he knocked out Lennox Lewis, I must have went through the ceiling that night. That was just so unexpected. And let me ask you, my brother, how was it growing up as the son of a heavyweight champ, or just being raised in that environment from day one? How was it, brother?
It's a very unique experience. I'm happy that I got to grow up knowing, my father was a heavyweight champion of the world because, like the heavyweight champion of the world is the biggest and baddest dude in the world. So to me, it was I always had that backup. Like, like nobody could really do nothing to me or like I never had to really worry about nothing because at the end of the day, if I call backup, I got the biggest, baddest man on the planet. So, like that was cool. And then just the wisdom and the experience of that's what made me want to box is when I saw him become champion and I saw how we went from, going places and nobody know who we are to now we go places and everybody's hawking us down, want autographs and pictures and stuff. Of course, the lifestyle and stuff like that, the cars, the clothes, and all that, just the whole lifestyle. I fell in love with it. I'm like, what? That can get you that? That's what I want to do when I grow up. Then
And how old were you, Sharif, when this happened?
I was 5. I was 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little baby, but I still remember everything. Like you said, you went through the roof. I almost went through the floor because I was a little baby. I got trampled. Everybody was jumping up and down. I was watching it on TV, different country, so I was with my family. And when he knocked him out, everybody just jumped up, and I'm just on the floor, like getting pretty much like stomped on because everybody was so excited. They just jumping all over the place. I'm getting knocked down, but like it was still a hell of an experience though.
And and you had your highs and your lows. I mean, in the very next fight, that knockout. I mean, it sounded like he. a piece of dynamite exploded on his jaw. That was
Yeah,
like
it's
talking.
boxing. Lewis is one of the greatest fighters ever. So, and arguably the best heavyweight of all time because he beat every man that beat him. So you go 1-1 with a legend, then you take that. You gotta take that.
Absolutely, brother, absolutely. And when did the bug bite you where where you said, "Hey, man, I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to be a boxer, bro." I mean,
That's when it the bug bit me. Uh, it was just right after that fight. I just knew what I wanted to do. I just saw that. I fell in love with it. I was like, what? Like it was more so like the respect level, the legacy, what I like about it, like how people treated you, how people you. That's what I really wanted, like the respect factor. That's really what it was always about for me. It was just I wanted that status of being a champion and being a legend, being somebody that people remember, being a part of history. That's what I'm still chasing to this day.
now, did you find it easier or more difficult being the son of Hasim Rahman when people taking you serious, or was it no problem? It was just you're just another dude in the gym, or were you somebody where everybody's watching every move you're making, watching you as you progress? Did you get that feeling?
It's a little bit of both because some people. Well, let's be real. Most fighters whose sons box are nowhere near as good as their fathers. Like let's just be real about it. Like majority of the time, the seed of the champion is nothing like the champion. I don't feel like I fit into that category, but that's for the fans to decide. I'm not gonna say I'm this and that because I'm a humble person and a humble fighter. I know I believe in my abilities and what I do, but a lot of times people will. I always had a target on my back, of course, because my name is Rockman. So if they beat me or if they do good against me in the sparring or in the whatever in a race, a foot race, whatever, like anything, then it gives them a little bit more credibility. So that people always train harder, even like the quote unquote bums or the opponents that they call them. They always train harder when they're fighting me because if they beat a Rockman, it can propel their career further than just beating your average Joe. So, and then in the gym, it's like people want to, they have a target on your back and they want to see what you're made of. Cause like I said, most fighters aren't nowhere near as good as their pops. So they'll be like, okay, well, I respect what your pops did, but I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know what you've done. You got to show me. And a lot of times you just got to show them. Then when they get out the ring with me, they always respect me. So you just have to prove yourself, more so.
I got you, man. Now, looking at your record in box record lists you as inactive. Like,
Yeah.
you've taken a little bit of a time off from your career, or did you intend to retire? Did you intend on coming back? How does that work out?
So I had some. It's people don't know like boxing. There's a lot of politics, and it's more of a business than a sport nowadays. Especially, I had a contract that I was locked into. I had some like a bag contract that I was locked into that I just got free from as of like December, like right before Christmas. So like not even a month ago. So that took a year and a half away from my career that I was on the road fighting, and it just stopped me from fighting. I had fights lined up. I was supposed to fight on Manny Pacquiao's undercard in Korea when he fought position. I had a fight where I was the co-main event. I was going to be in an 8-round co-main in New Mexico. They were stopping things from happening for me. So it wasn't like I didn't want to fight or I wasn't training or I wasn't sparring. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. But at the end of the day, they had the paperwork to where if I would have fought, they would have sued any commission that I fought for and stuff like that. So I really couldn't do nothing about it until I got myself out of that contract. And thank God, I'm out of that contract now. So I have at least 4 fights, at least 4 pro bouts scheduled this year. I'm coming for everybody at 154. And then I also have Team Combat League. I don't know if you heard of it. That
Oh
starts
yeah, oh yeah,
on the Las Vegas team. So I'll be in that this year too. So I'll be on the scene this year for sure.
definitely. Hey, let me say hi to a couple of people who stopped in the room, man. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd just be talking to you and let them know I'm here. Daniel Berry Sports, salute my brother. The Bud Files, thank you for coming by. And my brother from Portugal, Andre Southgate, salute to you, my man. Oh, I'm sorry, Andre's from England. We're so international in boxing, and that's another beautiful thing, man. What do you think about Sheik Turkey Al Hasim in Saudi Arabia putting on this huge boxing programs. I mean, I personally love it. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I love it because it's like he's kind of, money talks, money talks, and you know that the Saudi money is quite plentiful. So they're making promoters work together that never worked together before. They're bringing fighters and matchups that we never thought we could get, and I think it's the new mecca of boxing. And ironically, it's Mecca. It's where Mecca is. So for me as a fighter and as a Muslim first, right? I'm a Muslim, so it's our duty to make it, like to travel to Saudi Arabia and pray at the Kaaba. It's called Hajj. We're required to take that trip. So for me, it's like a double incentive. Like I want to go out there and fight as well as go out there and make Hajj, make Umrah. Like I can go see the Kaaba, whereas that's like I'm a religious person, so that's deep to me, like to be able to go out and do the things I love. Like, I get to go out there and purify myself, pray, do what I'm supposed to do. At the same time, go out there and fight, make money, feed my family. Like that's two birds with one stone. I would love to go out there and fight. I think it's really, really good. I hope it's the new golden standard. Forget Las Vegas, forget uh, Square Garden. I want to go to Riyadh. I
Uh,
want.
uh, to watching what's been going on, especially just the last few days, where we had the interview yesterday with the Sheik, and I mean, it's just so you could see how sincere of a boxing fan this man is. Not that he runs the whole entertainment industry pretty much in the Mid East, and
Right.
I mean, the country is just coming alive. They're becoming I mean, the whole world has changed, and like you said, man, screw Las Vegas, screw Madison Square Garden. If the fighters can get the money that they want without hassling about it, and go over there, it's a beautiful place to go right now. It's all brand new and clean, and I mean, it's like I'm jealous, bro. I want to get my passports dusted off, and get out there and catch some of these fights. I mean, the heavyweight tournament that they're doing, it's mind blowing, man. Did your dad go to the big extravaganzas that they had with Fury and Nagano? They had almost every heavyweight in the world out there.
I'm not sure. I think he did. I think he did go to that. I know he's been out there a few times because I know when I think I think he was training Michael Hunter at a certain time, and he had a fight out there. And yeah, but I know he went out there for an AJ fight. I'm not sure if he went to the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight, but he might have. He might not. My dad, he moves around. He's a traveling man, so you can't really keep up with him. I don't really know exactly if he went or not. He probably did though, most likely.
Well, we're gonna be seeing you out there, man. And now you're fighting right now as a super welterweight.
Yes, sir.
There's a there's some big names in that division.
Yeah, I want them all, man. Whoever got the belts right now, Charlo has the belt, so that's who my eyes are set on. And if he decides to move up or stay at 68 or go up to 60 or whatever, then they'll be vacated. And then it's a lot of young guns, but I've been in there with a few people out of the top 10, so I know exactly what I can do. And I'm confident I like my chances versus anybody at 154. Because I started my career at 168. And I fought amateur. I was the top amateur in the world at 178. I was ranked number one in the nation, went on a world championship team, um, at Team USA. I won national titles at 178 and 165. So I'm used to fighting bigger guys. And now that I'm a professional and I train longer and harder, and I learned a lot more about nutrition and how to cut weight, now I can make 154, and I'm somewhat of a weight bully because I'm bigger majority of these guys. Like if they're taller than me, they're skinny, they're more frail. And if they're, like if they're my size, it's just not a problem. It's like you're small to me because I'm used to fighting such bigger people. So I feel like I have an advantage. I have just as much, if not more, speed, power, reflexes, just athleticism all around. So I just feel like, and one thing about me, mine is very strong. So I make adjustments. Like I don't care if you come out and it takes me a few rounds to figure you out. Once I figure you out, I'll make an adjustment and do something. And I'm willing to take it where you're not really willing to take it. Because a lot of people say it, but I'm really willing to die in the ring if that's what it has to come to. before I just take a loss or before I just let you take food off of my children's table, you got to kill me. So I'm really willing to brawl. I'm willing to box. I like boxing, but I also like brawling. Like I'll do both. I'll make an adjustment. If I need to box you, I'll box you. If I need to brawl, I'll brawl. If I need to do both, I'll do both. At like simultaneously, I can do that. So the biggest thing I just feel like is I know how to make adjustments. So I don't feel like there's no one that I can't figure out. I don't see anybody out there that I'm like, oh yeah, I can't beat him. I think there's a game plan to beat everybody.
Awesome, bro. My friend Demetrius Brett is out there. He's saluting us, and he saluting C3 and myself. And he said he met your dad many years ago in Boston, California. He was a class act and a humble man too.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support.
That absolutely. And Demetrius is coming, always supporting the show. Now, tell me, Sharif, growing up, who were the boxers that turned you on? Who did you have? Like, I mean, like I was the kind of a guy. I didn't have Batman and Superman on my wall. I had Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. Who were the cats that you were looking up to when you were growing up?
Judah, Super Judah was like an uncle to me. Him and my father was very close growing up, so he's like an uncle to me. Still to this day, I call him for advice. I just spoke to him about 2 weeks ago, like 15 minutes on the phone, just about some boxing stuff and some life advice and stuff like that. And when I was growing up, of course, I looked up to Floyd Mayweather as well. Him and my father were close growing up. I was surrounded by a lot of great fighters, like even in the gym, like in the Baltimore, D.C. area. My dad would go to training camps and there'd be a whole lot of good fighters, heavyweights, middleweights, welterweights, all kind of people. But the people that I really studied and looked at like, okay, when I get older, that's who I want to fight. Like I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna take all his moves. I'm gonna see how he train. I'm gonna see how he run. I will watch Floyd. I will watch Zab. I will watch my dad. And I definitely, when you watch me fight, you'll see a little bit of each of those people when I fight. So I feel like I took good notes and I still remember him. I got a great memory.
Cool shit, bro. I mean, you got boxing growing through your freaking veins, bro. I mean, you did you do anything when you as a kid besides boxing, hang around in the gym, spar? Were there any other sports you were involved in? Did you play hoops or football?
Yeah. I played basketball and football actually at the same time. I used to play basketball and football. I was really good at both. I still play basketball a lot and football I play every once in a while, but you're too injury prone when you play ball because we really used to go out there and play what we call bone ball, where it's like no pads, no nothing, but we hitting each other. Like and I was like very hard to tackle when I played on offense. My main thing that I used to play, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, the throwback Ravens. So I'm a Ray Lewis, my favorite player ever. I used to play middle linebacker. So like me and my cousin, we had like the little youth league and we went to the Pro Bowl and everything for the youth league. Like we was really good. We both were linebackers. And so I played football, I played basketball. I played shooting guard. Yeah, I like basketball and football. That's really the only two sports I played besides boxing. I didn't really do too much other sports. I like baseball. I could always hit the ball, but I never played in an organized league. But I like playing it for fun. And yeah, so just pretty much basketball, football, and then it was just boxing.
And boxing takes a backseat to no sport, man. I mean, I can feel your passion for boxing, bro. I mean, it's like something that's in your heart, in your soul, and there ain't no room for anything else in there. There ain't no room for no football, no baseball, no basketball. I mean, it's boxing, man. Hey, let me shout out Jose Diaz who's in here, and my brother Mad Chad. Salute to my brother Mad Chad. He's salute Bruce, salute Sharif, and hey, I got the son of a legend and who's a legend in the making in here, bro. And man, it's great talking to you. And let's see, man. I had all these things I want to ask you, but I'm one of these kind of guys. I don't write anything down, and I smoked a lot of pot in my younger day, so my mind's a little bit fogged. I'm 69 years old and still kicking here. But do you have anything signed up for the near future? You got I know that contract issue is off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Is anything happening?
So the Team Combat League thing is the probably the closest thing that I have lined up that officially. We're working on a fight to possibly fight before that, like it's sometime in February or early March. But the Team Combat League thing, the first fight is March 28th. It's Las Vegas versus Los Angeles. So I know that for sure I'll be fighting that. Other than that, I have four fights that are lined up for 2024. I don't know the exact, but that's what my team, that's what we came up with. That's what my contract says. So that's what's gonna be done. Four fights this year at least. Maybe I want to get like six. They say if I get the knockouts, I can get more than four, but it's at least for sure four pro fights. And then the Team Combat League thing is like 12-week span. So that's like 10 or 12 of those fights. And I think that's gonna open up a lot of eyes because it's one round, it's explosive, it's exciting. It shows what you got. Of course, it doesn't show what you have over a long-term 12-round fight or, like in waters, but it just shows flashes and glimpses of your skills and what you can do. And people like to see that. They want to see excitement. So, knowing that I can turn it up like that and match that pace, people are going to want to see me fight that same
Oh,
way, 12 rounds.
it's entertaining as hell, man. You go in there for one round. I mean, defense is out the window. You just got to go in there and try to take the dude's head off. I know your brother was in it last year. Is he going to be in this team with you this year?
I don't think my brother's going to do it this year. I think he's just going to focus on his actual pro fights. But the thing is, like, you say defense out the window, but I don't look at it like that because I'm a fighter that I'm always going to keep my defense intact. It's just that there's an art to see. A lot of fighters don't know how to do both at the same time. And that's why I'm going to show the difference in this year in Team Combat League, because just because it's one round doesn't mean I'm just going to go out there and just forget my defense. I'm still going to counterpunch, but I'm just going to be actively throwing punches at the same time. You can work your offense and defense at the same time. You don't have to just punch and then defense. But there's like a real slick fighter can set you up. I can throw punches at you to bait you to throw a certain punch just so I can counter you with another punch. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to give away too much, but I plan on doing a lot of forward fighting, boxing, backwards, lateral movement. I plan on doing a little bit of everything, counterpunching, being aggressive. Like I said, it depends on what style is in front of me. If you give me somebody out there who's just balls to the wall, then of course I'm probably gonna, take a quick route, counterpunch them, turn them, spin them. You know what I'm saying? Just pick them apart like that. But at the same time, too much pressure, and I feel like, okay, I need to just stand my, trade it out with them. Then I'll do that. But I'm gonna do that when I want to do that, and then when I feel like I want to box, I'm a box and force him to adjust and keep making him reset his feet. A lot of fighters that fight like that are brawlers, they have to have their feet set. They don't really know how to box moving. They have to have their feet set. So I just, like I said, I don't want to give away too much, but I'm a student of the game. So I got something. I watched the whole last season, so I know what I'm getting myself into, and I got a great game plan for it.
And I'll tell you, that's a great way to stay in shape year round too, man. It's like it's better than sparring, and plus you're getting paid nicely for it. I mean, that World Combat League is just a great platform that they have, man. I'm digging it. Hey, let me shout out once again the Outlaw Pugilist, my friend from across the bay is in here, man. Yankee Kyle, salute to you, man. And Miles Bailey's in here. Miles, if you want to give us a call, bro, because I know Miles had a couple of things he wanted to say. I'm sure you know Miles Bailey, right?
Yeah. That's a family friend. I've known him for a long time. That's my guy.
Miles is a cool guy. Teddy Berkshire, how you doing, my brother? Teddy Berkshire. I appreciate you cats coming in here, man. We're talking to Sharif Rahman, bro. I mean, this is the son of a legend in the making. And just listening to him, man, this guy's got a brain that's a boxing glove. I mean, you can tell that there ain't no flies on him. I think I got a phone call here. Let me see who this is. What's up? Who's on the line? Oh, he hung up. It was Miles, I believe. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure he'll try back again. So now you're training out of Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
What gyms are you working in?
I train at DLX Boxing Gym. it's a fairly new gym, but it's pretty star studded. A lot of the best fighters through there and have a camp there at least, or it's like seasonal. Sometimes it's not many people in there, but sometimes it's just packed. Like to where you can't find a heavy bag or space. But we had a lot of world champions in there training in there because it's a new gym. So people like new things. So it's a real good gym though. Shout out to D. They always treated me like family, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that gym. I wear it on my trunks all the time when I fight and stuff like that. It's a solid gym. I like DLX. I go to Bones Adams Boxing Gym as well. Sometimes I go
Mm.
to Athletic Club. Depends on like, if I'm sparring, who I'm sparring. Sometimes I need to travel. Sometimes they come to DLX. But mainly I'm at DLX.
And who are some of the fighters that you've had the pleasure to spar with? Some of the names that are going to impress some of the hammer niggas I got out there listening.
Well, like around my weight class, I've sparred like Erickson Lupin. I've
Oh yeah,
Ramos, who they just fought each other. I sparred both of them. I sparred Maurice Hooker, world champion. I was in camp with him when he fought Virgil Ortiz. I sparred, of course, like Zab Judah. I sparred my dad. You know what I'm saying? I've sparred my brother. I've sparred a lot of people. Vargas' son, Junior. I sparred I sparred Shakur back when we were in Team USA. Charles Conwell, Olympian.
yeah.
Sparred a lot of people. It, it's that's just to name a few, but yeah,
You
I've
see
been
some serious wars going on in the gym.
yeah. Sometimes it's definitely, especially the young kids like the amateurs that's like about to turn pro. They go crazy. They like because they still trying to prove themselves. So it's like every spar is like a fight for them. So I like watching. It's entertaining. Like my little brother, I have a little brother that's coming up too. You guys will hear about him. You guys will hear about him soon. It's like we keep on just elevating every time. You know, he gets to watch everything that I do, everything my brother does, my older brother, my dad. He gets to watch all the good and the bad from us and take, okay, I like that move. I'm gonna take that and add that to my bag. I don't like that move, so I'm not gonna do that. Like he gets to he's starting to be a real student of the game, and so I'm excited to say my little brother's gonna come up and hopefully surpass all of us. Like he got all the potential and skills to do it, and he's sharp his blade daily.
Mhm.
I think he'll be somebody to look out for as well.
No, you speak boxing in a very cerebral sense. You speak with it more with it where it's a lot of it's up here, like they say, 80% mental to 20% physical, or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. My whole life was a training camp, man, especially mentally. It's my father kind of bred us to do this. Like, he didn't force me to do this. I had to beg him from the time that I was 5 to the time that I was 12, 7 years. I had to beg him to let me box. He didn't want me to box because, in boxing, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt, it's a matter of when you're going to get hurt and how well you're prepared for that moment. Because it's the hurt business. Just boxing. Everyone's going to get hurt. You're gonna box, you're gonna get hurt. It's just what it is, and it's just about like how well are you prepared for that moment. But so he didn't want me to box. I had to beg him to even let me box. So yeah, like it. But at the same time, okay, you keep asking me to do this. If you want to do this, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. So I've been mentally training for it my whole life and physically as well. So yeah, I'm pretty well versed in the sport. Demetrius said, in your opinion, who won between Lubin and Ramos? I had Lubin winning. I had it a close fight, like I would say, like a split decision. But I had Lubin winning that fight. I thought he was showing better ring generalship. Ramos was being kind of one dimensional, just coming forward, trying to, just be aggressive. But Lubin was making him miss, making him pay more, and jabbing, throwing more variation of shots. So I felt like Lubin edged it out.
Cool. I got my friend, the outlaw pugilist. He said he saw the Hasim versus Lennox Lewis live when Hasim KO'd Lennox. and Lennox looked tired after the third round. One of my greatest memories. Definitely one of your greatest memories. Let me ask you something, Hasim, about your nutrition. Do you have a nutritionist? Have you been eating clean your whole life because of your environment, or is it
Well,
any
all right.
training?
My father was a heavyweight, so he didn't give a damn about nutrition. You know what I'm saying? He could eat whatever he want. But I'm not a heavyweight, so I had to learn other things. I had to wait at the nationals and stuff like that. So but I learned the most about nutrition when I was an amateur. That's why I fought 178, because I just was kind of going after my dad's motto. Like, I'd rather just be strong, and whatever I walk around at, that's what I'm gonna fight at. I'm already shape. So I'm not gonna cut weight, train myself, especially when I had to make weight for a whole week. So I fought 178 as an amateur, but now as a pro, I learned a lot more about nutrition. And honestly, I don't have a nutritionist or nothing, but I'm just someone who soaks up knowledge from people who know what they're talking about. Like, I was in a training camp with Maurice Hooker. He had a they had a team, like it was Terrence Crawford's team, the same nutritionist that worked with Crawford, Jamel Herring, Maurice Hooker. It's a bunch of, they have a bunch of fighters, but those were the fighters that I was in camp with, and they're nutritionists. So I would just ask them a lot of questions, and I would take notes in my phone, and I would, okay, you're eating this. Why is he eating this? Why does he eat this so much? Oh, okay, this does that. Okay, let me write that down. That's that recipe. All right. So this boom. And I watched them. I'm not gonna put nobody's business out there, but I watched them do magic on the scale as far as weight was. So, I'm like, dang, like, how you weigh this and you fight this? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you I
There's
wanted to
magic. There's magic in what we eat. People don't understand that. The clean proteins, the good carbohydrates. The essential fatty acids. It's not a science. You can keep it real simple, but you can apply it to your daily life and the miles that you're going to get out of your body for putting that good stuff in. People have got to understand that. I think that's why you see them boxers box later into their careers now. I don't know, maybe it's because the schedule's on is grueling, but I think the nutritional aspect of it has a lot to do with it. People have realized you can't just put garbage in your body and expect 12 weeks to clean it all out and get in shape, man. It's a 24/7 process. Is that kind of the way you're doing it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely very mindful of what I eat. I'm still a human, so of course I have my days where I eat just normal, but during the weeks, at least I eat pretty clean. Like, during my training weeks, I might have like one day where I might eat a good meal, but I eat pretty clean throughout the week. I might have one weekend day where I might, go to my mom's house and eat some soul food, but then right back to, grilled chicken, vegetables and stuff like that, like seafood, fish, um, stuff like that.
Now, do you take any nutritional supplements?
I take like vitamins and stuff like that. I don't really take too many. I don't really take any supplements or anything like that. I just really just take vitamins, just multivitamins, vitamin C, stuff like that. I'm not too big on supplements because I'm a person, like, I'm not big on like energy drinks or pre-workout or that kind of stuff, because um I already have a lot of energy naturally. So when I take certain things, like, I can't even drink coffee because it'll make me too like jittery. I don't like that feeling. I'm already have too much energy. So I just burn my energy from working out. I don't really need no boost.
I haven't had a cup of coffee in 20 years, brother. I know exactly where you're coming from, man. The only thing I drink is water. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink soda, caffeine, fuzzies,
Yeah.
H2O, bro. I mean, that's what God gave us. That's stripped down. Our body doesn't have to unstrip it. Miles, what happened, bro? You just called in, and his mom's Crystal is a great cook. Your
Uh,
mom Crystal is a great cook, and your daughter Barbara, Brittany are close friends, like sisters. Miles, why don't you try calling up again, bro? If you want to come in and tell us a few things about your involvement with your involvement of here. Oh, this could be Miles calling me on my regular phone. I don't know. Somebody's calling me. Let me see if it's an important one. Oh, that is Miles. What the hell are you calling me on this phone for? Miles, what's up? What are you calling me on this phone for? Yeah, the number I gave you to get on the show. You know, me and Miles, we're kind of from a generation where technology, you know, it was so easy to just drop you a link and come on here. A few years ago, I was lost with this shit. I grew up in a generation where, you know, you stepped in an elevator and there was a guy dressed up like Captain Crunch pressing the buttons for you. My technology is so limited, but it's cool that we can do this. Like, you know, you're out in Vegas right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you do a lot of you do your running first thing in the morning and you hit the gym. How's your training routine? Can you share a little bit of that with us?
Yeah, I alternate. Like sometimes it depends on what time my training is. Like if I'm sparring, I'll probably run after the gym. But if I'm not a sparring day, then I'll run before. Like I'll wake up early and run. We have to pray at like 6 in the morning, so sometimes I'll just do that and then run at like 7 and go to the gym at like 11, and then I'll kind of have the rest of my day to do whatever I want, like go do like strength and conditioning at nighttime. But if it's like a sparring day, then I'll probably get my rest in the morning, and then go to the gym still like 10, 11, and then I'll do like my running and stuff like that after. Yeah.
Now, do you include any weight training in your regimen?
Yeah, my dad's real big on weights, so sometimes I go to the gym, the fitness gym, and lift weights with him. Yeah, it's it's not easy. You
No,
will
I
lose.
mean, you know, boxers always had the aversion to weight training, but you know, being in the business myself, I know there's a certain way to train. You know, not to overtrain, not to train like a power lifter, but to do reps with adequate weights to give you the resistance because you're definitely going to increase your strength and that's going to increase your punching power.
Right.
And you know, boxers are kind of scared to hit the iron, you know, for
Yeah,
that reason.
it's just because like the old. If you don't do it right, it can slow you down. It can make you very tight and tense, and you know, if you don't do it right, that's what happens. But if you do it the right way, it definitely can help you and enhance you, make you stronger, faster. You actually can lose weight by lifting weights. Like you
Oh,
can replace fat, and you burn a lot of calories doing it the way we do it. So, but then there's that you can lift weights and you just bulk up and you put on a lot of muscle and then you get bigger and heavier and you do get slower. So it just depends on how you do it. Like you can do lightweight, a lot of reps, or you can do heavyweight, fewer reps. And depending on what you choose will give you the results. Depends on what you want to get out of it.
now, did you watch the light heavyweight fight the other night with Turbieff and Callum Smith?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I'll
Beat
tell
up.
you, what do you think of your brother Muslim Turbieff?
Yeah, yeah, he's a monster. He's a monster. Nobody should yeah, people need to stay away from him. I don't really see anybody beating him that weight. I think he could move up to cruiserweight and still dominate. I think only way he will lose is going all the way up to heavyweight, messing with the big boys. I think he'll have problems up there. But as far as light heavyweight, cruiserweight, I don't see anybody that'll beat him. You know, I think Bivol give him a good fight, give him a good he'll box him. I think Bivol might be the first person to like make it the distance. Depending on how he fights him. But if he fights a very disciplined fight, I think he can make it 12 rounds. But I don't see anybody beating him right now. Beater BF.
And we've been waiting for that fight, him and Bivol, for years. The Saudis put it together like that. I mean, it's a whole different world that we're headed into right now, my brother. And I think the with your talent, your determination, and not to mention the great name that you carry, I I can see a very bright future for you in this game, my brother.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. The Saudis are definitely big, and I want to be a part of it. There's plenty of legacy fights out there that I can have even on the way up. Like for this guy is in recovery right now. I know he had like a surgery or something. So like it may be years down the line or something. But Holyfield has a son that they offered like for me to fight. Not they didn't send like an official contract or nothing, but they proposed it. I guess I should say they didn't really offer. They proposed me fighting Evan Holyfield, I tried to fight Antonio Tarver's son like 5 times with my old promotional group. I tried to fight him so many times, and then like there's a lot of fighters who have sons and stuff like, and it just makes sense because of the name behind it, or even like Nico Ali Walsh. You know, his grandfather and my father held the same title, so it's like imagine us fighting somewhere like Dubai, like Saudi, or even
Mm.
where like both our fathers had very significant fights, and then there's the legacy of your grandfather, my father had the title. So it just makes sense. I mean, I'm willing to fight anybody. It's not personal. I don't have nothing against any of these guys that I named. It's just boxing, and I want to be the best, and I want to fight the best. I want to leave a. And there's certain names that I want to have on my resume, especially like Holyfield and my father fought too. So like that's big too. So but at the end of the day, I don't look at them as title contenders or champions. So those, like I said, would be fights on the way up. I don't really see them being champions like down the line. But I wish them all the best. Like if they want to fight, great, I'm here. If they don't, I still wish them the best. Like hopefully you can feed your family and make something out of your career. But if you're trying to be a champion around my weight class, we're gonna have to fight. Like eventually, you
And
know.
young man, you're just stepping into your prime right now, bro. And I mean, it's nothing but clear skies ahead. And hey, man, I appreciate you coming on here with me, Sharif. Man, we had a great talk. Why don't you tell these people how they can follow you, man, on social media? And definitely keep an eye on my brother Sharif Rahman, and let him know you got the Twitter account going on, and you have a Facebook or a YouTube page.
Yeah, so my everything is Champ 3. It's gonna be Champ 3, the full word 3, not the number. So it's either gonna be an underscore Champ 3 on Twitter, or spelled it out. It's either gonna be an underscore Champ 3 on Twitter. Spelled it out. It's either gonna be underscore Champ 3 on Twitter.
I think Miles tried to get on again, but hey, man, Miles is my brother. We gotta get his computer straightened out so we can get it together here, man. Because we wanna, we like to see pretty faces up here when we do our thing.
Yeah, it's all good.
But man, I appreciated you coming on here, Sharif, man, and thank you so much, brother. I'm going to be following your career. I'm going to be promoting your fights, and hey, man, God bless you, and peace be with you, my brother.
Thank you. God bless you as well, man. I appreciate you for having me anytime.
Salute, brother. Peace.
See you later.
Hey, what a cool gentleman we got there, bro. Get the band kicking on again now, man. I didn't want to disturb his that great little interview that we had, man. That was Sharif Rahman, bro. I mean, if you didn't catch the interview, watch the replay. That's the son of former heavyweight champion Hasim Rahman, brother of Hasim Rahman Jr. I mean, this man's got boxing in his family, and he was just so nice to come on here and talk with us. And I don't want to neglect anybody in the audience. I just didn't want to be a jerk, and I didn't want to interrupt him, man. Just he had so much to say. Such a cool guy, surrealist, idealist, man. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Lance Meyer, my bro. Salute to you, bro. Thank you for coming by, man. I see Demetrius is still here, man. Miles, see, Miles just called me on my phone over here. I'm online. I know, yeah, it's got to be Miles over here. Here we go. Miles, I keep it, man. This is crazy. You must be on some Chinese phone. I keep hearing an echo and a feedback and everything else. I can hear you, but I hear myself in the background. Hey, listen, I'm still on the air. Can I call you back in a few minutes? Or can you hit the link or something? We'll get that straightened out for you, bro. Listen, man, I'll talk to you after the show's over, okay, brother? Hey, I can hear both of you guys now. Why don't you call me on the other phone? We can talk a little bit. I was, every time I picked up, I could hear woo, 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 woo. Well, the best way to do it is like Sharif just did it. Click that link and come on here with me and speak. Dabs is a cool brother. Let me put you on speaker.
Great to meet you. It's a great one. Michael Hunter, who I'm going to be working with. So I just want the people to know. So, we really moving forward with this. So I just wanted that to know, so while that's on the air. Okay, that's all I really want to say.
All right, man. Hey, listen, you're speaking to the audience right now. Hey, Willie, you want to say something to people out there?
Yeah, I want to back up his area.
Okay, man. Yes, sir. Okay.
Just go straight to voice. I'm just letting you know.
All right. It's a Google number, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. For sure, man. For sure, bro. I was just we're gonna see if we get a couple of phone calls in here, man, because the party goes on forever, bro. That's the way it is around here, man. I see Thomas Gugliari. Salute, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Susan, my sister, and Caesar G. Thank you, cats, for coming in here, man. That was the son of a legend in the making, and it was such a cool interview. And man, today everything. I've been talking a lot about what's going on in Saudi Arabia. There's just been so much happening there, and it's been like such an exciting time for boxing. Let me do a couple of hits here, bro. Out of respect for my guest, I wasn't on the Toka 2, and he's a great talker too, bro. I mean, he speaks wisdom beyond his years, and you can see, bro. I mean, just the pedigree growing up with the champ himself, man, Hasim Rahman. I mean, Hasim Rahman. This man has etched his name in boxing, carved his name in boxing history. And I was honored to have the call. My brother Miles Bailey. I think he might be calling in a little bit later. See, I got to get Miles hooked up more with this YouTube and the StreamYard stuff, so he can come on here and talk to us, because Miles has got a lot of great stories to tell me, to talk about. We were talking the other day. Were we on the line? Yeah, I think it was last night he jumped on with me. He was telling me about the some crazy shit in New York City, man. Some Goodfellas shit, real life. I keep saying I'm missing calls over here. I don't know what's going on. I keep missing out on calls over here, man. I got to get this Google Voice thing straightened out. Somebody do me a favor. Somebody call me up on this line. Let's see if it works, man. Because I'm getting the impression that I'm not. See, here we go on this call, but I can't answer this. Well, I think this is my brother Willie Dubs. Willie, what happened? It's not working. Wow, that's too bad, man. That's the show that I can go online with. But what's that, bro? No, it's not. It's not working on my end. No, I wish I did. Bro, I get all kind of people on the show to promote boxing. You know, I'm trying to do my best just to keep the sport alive, bring on the legends, the son of the legends, the up and comers, and hey, we did our part tonight. Miles was asking me about that the other day. I've heard of it, but I don't know how to get in touch with him. Yeah. Well, listen, I told Miles the same thing. I'll tell you, bro. If I do get in touch with him, I will absolutely let you know. Okay, brother. All right, Willie. I got you locked in my phone now, man. I'll talk to you soon again. Okay, man. Peace out. Boxing doesn't stop, bro. We can't hear him now, man. Well, see, I got this. I got this phone, this Google thing that's going through my phone, and I'm getting calls right now, but for some reason it's not working. Let me call out on here. Let me try something. Bear with me a bit here, my friends. Let me see if I can. Just bear with me one more second. 9, 4, 1, 7. All right, let's see if that works. No contact found. Man, I'll tell you, this phone thing is messing me up over here. I'm going to try it one more time. This is like a test over here. Miles, I'm going to call you and see if this works. Okay, let's see if this goes through. It just hung up on me. Yeah, something's wrong with this. I'm gonna have to. No, man, I can't talk anymore. I'll call you after. I can't deal with that no more while I'm online here, man. This is that was a great interview, and I appreciate everybody that came out here and saw it, man. I was doing a little bit of doodling and daddling after, trying to get the phone thing straightened out. It's a good thing I got the YouTube end of it straightened out, because we got our shit together. But for some reason, I couldn't call anybody. This phone thing isn't working out so well. I'm gonna try to call myself and see what happens. No contacts found. Oh, let's see what happens here. Miles.
Yeah, there we go. Am I in?
Look at this. Now it's working perfect.
Okay, so do we still got a minute or so, or it's over with?
No, well, it's over with, but we got all night if you want, bro.
Nah, I'm just glad it was very good. That's why I wanted to get on the thing at the beginning, and just so it could be a little more clearer. He said good things about me, but he didn't get into it. He said his team, but that's why. This is why I want to let me just say, blah blah blah. That's what I want to do so that people can get into it. Because now, they don't know who his team is. He talked about the comeback league, but he ain't talking about me when he dads, how he did that. He did the 4 fights. That's why Hasim let me go on first for like 30 seconds or 2 minutes. Not to take his shine away, so that people will know. I knew what I was doing. Not to take anything away from him, but I'm the one that put this together, Bruce, to be honest with you. I'm the one that got Willie Dabbs and the lawyer involved with the money, blah, 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 blah. So as soon as he got his contract, I jumped into this. We good to go. But I didn't have to go into that. I just wanted to tell you
that this is what we're doing for him, and that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So people can know. Because they don't know who his manager is. They don't know who's advising. They don't know who's helping them. They don't know none of that.
Well, now that we got you here, bro, we got a few minutes. Explain to us how did you find Sharif?
I used to work with him in the gym when he was at Mayweather gym.
Way back in the day.
Well, when he was younger, when he was like 16, 17, 15, I used to work with him. I worked his corner a couple of times and he was sparring with somebody. He said Miles is my man from way back. You didn't hear that part?
Yeah, we did, bro.
Yeah, but
Miles, nobody's forgetting about you over here, bro. You put this whole interview together for me, bro. You are the man.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying to you, I wanted to tell the people so they can really get a grasp of it. Right now, they don't know who's managing him, who's promoting him, who's training him. They just know about that CP something. That's money for him, which is great, so he can really feed his family. But we get ready to take him to make him a world champion. And this is where I wanted to spread out real quick to the people. That's why I said, let me get on for a minute. So next time I ask you something, trust my judgment. I wasn't trying to take his shine away. I was just trying to get the people appetized so they know what's going on. Because you see, he answered all of your questions. He just said my team, but he didn't go into specifics, which I would have did at the beginning. You follow what I'm saying? That's why I wanted a minute or two, and then it closed at the end, which I'm doing now. But you said, we're off the air, which is fine. But I'm just telling you, this is why I said that to you. Does it make sense now?
To me, everything you say makes sense to me, my friend Miles.
I know, but I wasn't going to do it. At first, it looked like I was trying to get on the show because it's about me. No, I was just giving to the public so they know. It's like when the movie comes on, they give you some appetizers, what's happening, what's going on. Then the movie comes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I was. So next time I say, let me do something, trust my judgment. That's why I wasn't going to get off for 10 minutes and just blah, blah, blah. I was going to talk about Sharif, what we're trying to do with him. We get a couple fights for him. I'm working as an advisor. Willie Dabbs and the lawyer is managing him. We're going to take him to the top of the hill. That took 30 seconds.
But you just said it already, man. And we saw how fucked up the phone. We saw how fucked up the phone system was earlier. It would have been nasty.
You said the show's over.
No, it's not. We're live right now, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, but when I said, you said we can talk all night, but
yeah,
I wanted the people to hear before he got on, so they knew. That's what I was saying, Jack.
The people are listening right now, bro.
No, I know they're listening now, but a lot of people, once he got off, they got off.
Nah, I'm looking at the count. We still got 2,000 people in here watching us.
Oh, okay, that's great. Well, listen, we get ready to take them all the way to the top. Real talk. This is no joke. I've been doing this for 44 plus years. Me and my man Nermo, who's my partner as advisor, Nermo Lord, so people know. Yeah, Louis Collazo, he works with Shannon Briggs, he works with the Chin Checkers. I want people to know who we are. That's why we got almost 90 years in the business between us. We get ready to go all the way. I'm getting ready to work with Mike Mahana, who's a fighter too from the heavyweight championship of the world. I got this other kid named Demetrius Long. He's really, really good. Working with my man Van Van, who fought the guy that fought on the Contender. Yeah. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. The guy that fought on the Contender. He had a bad loss, but he was a really good middleweight. Jadon Paddington. My man Van Van. Van Van is working with this young kid from the Marines. I just want to give him a shout out because he didn't have any fights yet, but he's going to turn pro hopefully the next month or two. Demetrius Long, really good fighter. So I'm putting some stuff together. Possibly Keith Hunter, he comes back on board. Michael Hunter for sure. And we got a couple of other. We got Sharif. So we get ready to really turn it up. Real talk so people know. And we're going to have the best fight in the best. Then I'm going to work with Evander because Evander got some people over in Dubai and the Saudis that we get ready to do something with. All this is real talk, people. For real, for real. So you know where I'm at. They can look me up. They can see what I'm doing. I've been in this game. Like I said, my man Pinchback, a whole bunch of people I was rolling with. Bedside, Mark Greenland, Mike Tyson. We all came out of that war. Do or die, Bedside. I fought the Junior Olympic champion. This was, a zillion years ago, but like I said, I still know the game. And I can turn into the younger generation to take them to the next level.
We never get out of this game, Miles. You notice that, bro?
No, I know, but I want to still wild before they throw the dirt over me. That I made my mark. I made it already, but I want to make it.
They ain't gonna throw no dirt over you. You should have had the dirt thrown over you 100 times already. If you haven't gone by now, bro, you're gonna be around for a long time. You know that.
Yeah, well, I want to also make some noise with some of the fighters that, like Sharif, who's getting ready to do his thing. Like he said, he was in a bad situation. I don't know the whole thing, how it went, but I know he's in a good situation now. I can tell you that. Well, man, Willie Dabbs and the lawyer who's actually managing him, and we get ready to get to fight to get the ring rust off him. Talk about where he get 3-4 wins, then we're going to set him up in title contention after another 5 fights, and by 17 to 20 fights, he'll be fighting for a world title. Just like this Papa.
All right.
Rockman, who knocked out Lennox Lewis. We got 2,000 people on. That's good. See? Those 2,000 people. When the next show we doing, Bruce?
What a night that was, man. The next show, man. I don't know, man. I'm probably call a fight this weekend. I believe there's but I think it's women's boxing. And see, I'm a traditionalist. I'm not really into the ladies fighting.
Okay.
You like women boxing, don't you, Miles? Like
I like it all. Listen, I like the sweet science of it. The jab, the right hand, move around, stick and move, or they get inside, get them with some body shots, the left uppercut, the right cross, left hook, put them right down. Well, listen, Bruce, I don't want to keep babbling on. 7 minutes is plenty for me. You know me, I like to be in and out. So people listen, remember, Miles Bailey, the boxing aficionado, Miles W. Bailey 7 at gmail.com or Facebook. I'm just not savvy enough with this Instagram, so I just somebody set it up.
We're gonna get you on it, bro. We're gonna get you on it. Just like I'm gonna get Leon Mohammed on it. We're gonna get Jose Revolta on it. Mark Dreeland. That's my mission in life, is to get all you guys on a laptop so we can go face-to-face conversation up here, man.
Well, once I get this phone, because I got 2 phones, but I got them all screwed up, because this phone in my hand is an iPhone 15, whatever, but I got it hooked up to my little Android, the email thing, so I don't know how to really operate that. This one is the one I did when I first got on the show last year. But anyway, I don't want to, we won't do this again, but hopefully we get it right, or at least I can call in and talk for 2 minutes, and we get the ball rolling in the right direction.
Okay, buddy.
Keep them 2,000 people, and next time we'll have 4,000, and then 8,000, and so on and so on.
All right, my brother. Peace to you, man. I'll talk to you later.
Peace and love, everybody. God bless. Good night.
My friend Miles Bailey. And shout out to my own 3 finest out there. Nelly Content is in here, man. I don't know if you cats are still here, but we had a great interview earlier, man. Sharif Rahman, man, the son of the legendary Hasim Rahman. He's working on becoming a legend in his own right. So, I mean, it was very, very cool to have the young man on here. He's an undefeated super welterweight. He just got out of a bad contract. I mean, I don't have to go through the whole interview with you, but believe me, you're gonna find it real interesting if you haven't seen it. And hey, a good time here, man. And the band they're always on a break over here, man. I told these guys, man, it's every time I turn around, they're there we go, man. Back in there. That's the Daryl Yokley Quartet. They're playing as we speak at Smalls Jazz Club in New York City. That's Daryl Yokley on the tenor sax, Orrin Evans on the piano, Luke Curtis on the bass, and Wayne Smith Jr. on the drums. And this is Bruce Gass, Boxing, Jazz, and More. Thank you much for coming here, bro. Let's end it the way we do.
Shout out Bruce Gass, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track with my boy. Yeah, video wrestling boys out here telling fake. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gass putting no fights on the tape. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fake. I don't know if he was champion like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gass. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take it out to Toka too. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shut match, yeah, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sin. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.